New York City. What can we say that hasn't already been said about this town? We've both traveled through New York in some capacity, but never truly experienced what New York has to offer until now. So we're going to take you on our journey through New York. Let's rewind a bit.
Welcome you to LaGuardia, where the local time is 7 a.m.
We flew into LaGuardia Airport, which, as airports go, is nothing special. But we did end up with some pretty cheap tickets flying basic economy. And after being stuck in traffic in our Uber, we finally arrived.
In our last video, you got a glimpse of our time and all the food we ate in New York.
Now we are going to play tourist and hit up some of the notable attractions here in Manhattan.
Burn this bitch into the ground, oh well. For all we got tonight, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Let's go to this shit be like Friday nights.
We're starting our morning on the Highline, which is a public park built on a historic freight line on Manhattan's west side.
And this park was saved from demolition by its residents and opened in 2009 and now serves as a hybrid art-nature space, but really it's just a nice, relaxing, more quiet area to spend some time in the city.
Don't know if it's a drink I pour.
Bring me your father's head if you are no traitor.
I'm not a traitor. Don't call my father.
That's why I've never loved you more. Make you right here, I come alive. One more hit and we can fly. This shit feel like
This is definitely a good retreat from the hustle and bustle, as they say. However, it still is really busy. So I would recommend maybe like a early morning stroll through here. Maybe that's a little quieter. It is noon on a Saturday, which explains that. At one end of the Highline stands the Vessel, which is a honeycomb-like structure that stands 16 stories high. Unfortunately, only the first floor is open to visit, but it is free to walk through and is pretty cool to check out from the inside.
can't put my finger on it. Find the words to explain. I just know
The Brooklyn Bridge. Everyone and their mother, brother, sister, cousin, uncle, stepson, daughter, daddy's girl. Everyone comes to the Brooklyn Bridge when they go to New York. For good reason, it is a historical landmark, so it's worth visiting, but make sure you're here at a good time because it gets really packed.
She crowded.
Give me that thing that you do. Give me that right next to you. Give me that buzzing underneath my skin again. Show me that look in your eye. And baby, I think I can fly. Give me you. That thing that you do.
The only way to get around New York that makes any sense is a subway. You can get an unlimited 7-day pass for $33. Trust me, it makes sense. Even if you're only here for the weekend, it'll definitely pay itself off.
We know Times Square couldn't get any more touristy, couldn't get any more cliche than Times Square. But you have to do it at least once, right? I mean, it's Times Square.
Right, yeah. Don't eat here.
Nope.
Don't shop here.
Nope,
Don't really need to stop here.
you don't.
Just walk on through, snap some photos, and then GTFO.
I know we just said don't eat here, but that Krispy Kreme smells so good. I'm tempted. So I get it.
Times Square is one of those places that always seems to be full of life. So if you don't stroll through there during the day, be sure to check it out at night.
All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Man, we fit a lot in that first day, and it's really a lot more to see. But I would be remiss if I didn't take a brief moment to talk about some of the first responders. Seeing some of the heroes memorialized really struck me on an emotional level, and I'm not usually an emotional person.
One of the most notable attractions in Manhattan is Washington Square Park. There always seems to be something going on here, from the chess players to the musicians to even a protest or demonstration of some sort. We knew that while we were in New York, we wanted to get the best views of the skyline, so we booked a couple of tickets to the summit at One Vanderbilt. We're gonna have an entire video focused on that experience, so for now, here's a sneak peek.
There's something really unique about New York, and there's a lot of unique things to find just around the city. But for some reason, this old school taxi was like the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
For the most part, we had really great weather the entire weekend, but unfortunately it did rain a little bit. Also, we were a little bummed that they were doing repairs on the Flatiron building.
My weekend in New York is over, but now I'm gonna hand the camera off to Sarah, who's gonna film herself and her sisters having a week here in New York.
Say bye.
Bye.
Safe travels. Bye. Now that he's gone, you're stuck with me.